What's going on? Another big run up here, 12,200. Gonna come on, talk about it. We've caught this one, as everybody knows, except the haters. They don't want to accept it. What's up, Bourbon? Short. What's up, error loading? Appreciate it, Preacher. Zimmy Jim. What up, Nate? Ryan. What up, James? We're going to give a second here for a few more people to get in. What's good, Digital Trip? Rocky, BB Junkie, Jungle, usual names. What's up, Asher? Let me get you a wrench. Chart's looking good. As everybody knows. Let's try that. And I've been calling the moves here. I mean, really, the software's still doing its thing. And then I've been lucky enough to throw some pretty good Elliott wave on top of it. So, right, Litecoin, that's the one. Hard to believe it's still sitting here. I just about bought it a little bit ago at 120 change, but don't know. It looks like no hurry to do that. ETC 797, not doing much. We're still along that. Neo? Neo's one that we really thought was going to rock and roll. It's still trying here. 1754. We've got some stops on that I need to raise. Going to raise stops on Bitcoin as well. I'll only put those in Discord basically from now on. I don't want any whales jumping on me. What up, Philippe? So, Classic, I really thought this would come alive. It won't take much to get some of these to jump in, probably. So, I'm going to give them the chance. There's Bitcoin, 12,250. Did a 300. That's Binance. So, everybody's worried about where to take profits. You can see your software's got a little issue today. It is showing the last trade, but the bar is not right. Main thing, technometer 42.
Show me the money.
That is still friendly. Appreciate it, Short. You don't have to do that. And we've got Bitcoin USDT. Technometer is actually shut off there, but it's trading around 44. So no reason to get concerned yet. We got this high over here at that's about 12.5. I think we blow through that. If we, this is the Elliott wave I've been showing. Because again, understand anybody new. At 13.5, we were warning of overbought first time on the whole rally from our software. We gave buys down here at 10,350, down below 10. We gave 100% sell your trading bags at, what was that, about 11,800 to 11,900. Caught that high exact. We bought 10,850. We ended up getting stopped on that because we pulled our stops up. My stop levels might have got out, I'm not sure. Came down there, stopped me out for a scratch, that's why I'm showing that. Then I came back in, I bought around 10.3, I bought some 10.1s, or excuse me, 11.3, 11.1s. There, here at 11.4, I said, if you're really aggressive, you can add here with much higher risk, but I gave a third buy there. So all those worked. And if we go to the Elliott wave, this is what I'm looking for, a rally to 13,000, then probably a sell-off then below 9,000. The question is how we're doing the rally. In Discord, I had said that was probably a leading diagonal. And then this is a bunch of 1-2, 1-2s, it looks like. So I really think we get above the 12.5, mouse around, everybody thinking that's the top, etc. And then still up there. So there's my roadmap short term. That's what I expect. You know, there's no reason to see 11,160. That was my stop level. I'm going to raise that, obviously, as I said. We don't really want to see much weakness. We should be extending these gains here. So the question is Classic, Neo, some of these, what are they going to do here? Litecoin, Ethereum, if with Bitcoin going to 13,000. So not quite sure of that. So that's the short-term map. I'm getting a lot of grief on Twitter that I'm making up trades. It's coming from a bunch of nobodies. Here is the software buy signal since the bottom. I think it's 14 buys on the way up. The first overbought reading at 13.5. And then again, we're trying to scalp these trades up in here. I still think that this is the count for Elliott Wave. 31.20 was a major low. We're headed to new highs. During that, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first wave of the rally to new highs. And then we're working on this wave 2. The rally was 6 months. So far, what? The decline has been June 25th. I mean, 2 weeks. So I haven't really thrown this in here, but I wouldn't be surprised. This is only a guess. I wouldn't be surprised that we do that. I could see something like that happening. So, but all I can say, we'll trade that as it comes. All I'm going to do is take my Wyckoff buy sell signals, jump on them, try to limit my risk, and then try to throw an Elliott Wave read on top of them. On the stocks at wyckoffsmi.com, I really don't use any Elliott Wave. I've done that with the cryptos because I think there's so much newbies, there's so much.
Thanks for the profits.
Appreciate it, Rain Dance. Appreciate that. Got the Money Angel doing his thing, or the Snow Angel. I mean, that would be my guess because we need a couple months, I think, of correction. So that's why I think you got to have a plan. You need to try to trade some of the portfolio, and because that could get crazy. Or you know, we could just do a flat correction. So we might take it up to the highs and then just do another ABC over here. So again, corrections, I've been saying, can do lots of different things. I've been lucky so far during this correction. I'm sure I'll have some type of problem here somewhere. We've killed it over in Discord. We got 400 members over there now. If you want to jump on the Discord, you can do, here's the Discord link, 40 bucks a month. If you're PCG, or even if you bought the course, we're probably going to let you in for 30. So check that out. Go to the $40 tier down at the lower right here, and then we send you an invite to Discord. So, you know, this is going to get pretty hairy here. I've said before, you want to buy dips, sell rips. You want to be in the trading environment here. Any PCG clients, I stated early in the year, I sent out emails, I was not going to trade this because I didn't want to miss the rally. No one wanted to hear that, but that was the smartest move of all. Tons of people sold this rally on the way back, trying to think we'd have a sell-off. I said, do not make that mistake. I lost PCG clients because I wouldn't trade, but that's their loss. I asked for APIs. If anyone's not giving me a trading API, for their PCG account so I can enter it at 3 commas where I have access to stops that turn to market orders and are not seen by the exchanges. Please keep the APIs you gave me, but do another set because you need to be trading this now, not hodling. So if you're PCG, please respond to emails. We've sent numerous ones. If you're not still in PCG because I didn't trade the rally, then so be it. But I saw that too much. You hold during the bear market, and then the first sign of relief, you're like, oh, I know we're going to go down again, 1,800, 3,000. That never happens. That's what happened here. I warned of that. Nick and I warned of that, and it played out exactly. So the only sell I gave was 13.5, and I said a few hundred higher from 13.5. Be careful. So we're still on that. It's been extremely easy. I'm sure it'll get tougher for me, but for now, you got to ride the wave while you can. The software has been unbelievable. Here's that's just a day and a half. Let's go to the 5-minute intraday, 1 month. The preacher ain't lying. There's a 5-minute, 1 month loading. Taking a minute here. I showed this on Discord, and I also showed it, I think I showed it on Twitter for a little bit. Twitter's just too many newbies, too much bullshit going on. You can see here, this is volume, the OP. So here was new lows. Here was new lows. It's showing selling coming in while price is holding higher levels. That's why I was bullish. Technometer was bullish at the 10,000 level down here because the same thing happened. You had a lot of selling coming in. It said selling needed to bounce. So once selling let up, we got the big bounce. More selling coming in, triangle formation. Pretty easy to see that. Not many people talking about it. There you have the triangle. You can call that the triangle there, or really you can go back and I had called this, I think it's on this chart here. Let's see if I got this on here. I guess I don't have it because no, I was calling it. This is ABC down. I called the B ending here because from here, this was an ABC down, ABC up, 5 waves. So I'm still really not calling that a triangle, even though it looked like it. I'm calling it A up right there. This is a B, a regular flat. This is a leading diagonal, 1, and then this is a 2. And after that, you're going to see explosive move to the upside. That's what we're getting. And again, you could call it the triangle. It's not going to matter if it foretells higher prices, but it's going to matter how you count this wave. I'm counting it from this 1, 2. So this is a 1, 2. This is a 1, 2. That's a 3, 4, 5. So we should mouse around, do a 4, do a 5, do a 4, do a 5. So I'm counting it from down here. And maybe I'll change that to where I'll call it a triangle. And then it would be ending really right about here. And if you know me very well, the volume kind of wants to call it a triangle. So I will keep that in mind. Well, I did throw that around, Discord members and myself did throw it around that was a triangle. Chor had mentioned it in there. Maybe Ludica Cat. I think that's how you say the name. So again, that could be it, and we're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. But I think we're headed higher. We'll see that as it plays out. Opteron, if you join, Nick or I will get you the Discord channel here invite in the next few minutes. What up, Complex? Good times, you're in Discord. You get a wrench here then for sure. James Brown, you're right. Kerry did make a good call at 8,400. And hopped around, like I said, we'll get that to you here in a minute. If Nick's around, he maybe has seen it. Cody, there's a wrench for being in Discord. Opteran, there's your wrench. So again, that's how we get the buy signals. And again, the technometer on the buy signals, the thing here I want to also explain, these buy signals for the year, these were all oversold technometers and buy divergences between the OP and price. But the one at 10,000 didn't have the divergence. It only had an oversold technometer. So that was a good buy, but maybe not as aggressive. Appreciate it, Randall. So, yeah, and I think that's because it's telling us we're in a correction. So, first sign of this thing turning. So we took that buy signal, but it wouldn't have been probably as good as the rest of these. So that's why I think we're still in some type of sideways correction. I got you, Crypto King. XMR, Nick caught that one. Let's go down and look at XMR real quick. XMR USD. Nick had a buy, I think it was right at 85. He gave that when we was up here at the top. He gave a buy at 85. He's trailed stops or took profits at 106, I think it was, or 104.50. He took some short-term profits at 106 if he wanted to, otherwise he raised the stop. So not going to give his trade details out here. Nick's gave unbelievable trades on the small caps as well, so we're absolutely killing it in Discord. So got to be the best 40 bucks somebody could spend, I think. I'm sure somewhere here we'll get some curveballs, but this correction shouldn't be too hard to trade. And then hell, the next impulse will be like the last one. It should be easy to trade. So don't want to say that, but it is what it is. And really on the other coins, I mean, I thought NEO was going to explode. NEO had an oversold technometer and also a huge divergence. So we're at 1750. I expected that thing. And there's an Elliott wave count. This wave 4 could extend out. Since it's not exploding here, I got a feeling the green 4 is going to just extend out like the Bitcoin is before we go a lot higher. So got NEO right now, Chort. So before I would have said we're headed maybe to 23. Now I think maybe wave 4, since it's acting a little tired here, maybe. I still think we'll do a 19.5 on this rally, but then follow Bitcoin maybe back down. We've been all over that one too. Again, I got Twitter people. I got some, what was it, Guru something giving me grief this morning. But they backed off. They probably knew they needed to find another tree to bark up. You're not going to get anywhere with me. Here's NEO. I'm going to show these real quick. We give a buy here late one evening. Came down hard the next day. We added up. We doubled up because we had a spring here. We sold up here. Both positions took a profit. We bought here, scratched it, maybe small losses. Rebought again. Sold this high up here, 1797. Big bar coming down off of there when I started selling. And then re-entered here around 17 and change for most people probably. These are trades we're giving in Discord. I'm also doing for a private client group. So anybody that's in there and wanting to trade short term, we're doing that as well. So we're long again around 17 and change. We got a 1761 here at Bittrex. We got Binance at 1748. I still thought we would, we've kind of taken out this downtrend here, or at it, so I really think As Bitcoin works higher here, NEO will perk up and maybe get above this 1850 level. And at some point, as I did before, when Bitcoin's 12.8 to 13, somewhere up there, I'll probably be giving a sell signal. And then you want to get rid of anything you got short-term trading. And if you got some hodls that you're worried about, you might want to let some of that go too. So Nick and I are going to go live at 6. I'm not sure that's happening since I'm live right now. I want to jump on while you're at this big green bar. So maybe we're live at 6, maybe not. Otherwise, him and I are together usually Monday through Thursday, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time now. Back behind us. So, but I'm trying to stay live on here when we get big movement to keep everybody updated. Even though we're updating the paid group over at Discord. Still trying to bring some value to YouTube and Twitter without giving away exactly what we're doing. Which is why the haters are on me. So, but that's NEO. Classic, same thing. $8 is keeping a lid on it. 8.15. We get some spikes above 8.05. I still think we'll try to take those out. Not sure how. I mean, it's been way easier to trade Bitcoin. So you can see here, if you bought any of these buys, just put a stop at break even or profit. Let this thing run. I still think we're going to see higher. Litecoin, technometer was much more neutral. I would think it's going to come alive again here as well, but just not getting it. So that's been a tough one. Hold on one second. And that's all I really got. I mean, 12,150. I would think we'll keep doing what we've been doing, which is consolidate and then take it higher. Nice consolidation there. So again, let's throw this back on here. That was a 1-2 I called. And then you've got I'm guessing that's another 1-2, and then inside there's another 1-2. So probably, we could mouse around a little bit here. So that's still what I think it is. We're in a 1-2. We're doing a 3. Inside of there, we've done a 1-2 and working on the 3. So still just higher, slight pullbacks, and then higher. And I think we assault 12.8 to 13. As you know, these things, assaulting 13 could be a 14,000 assault. I don't know. We got to see. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of FOMO again. Everybody worried that we're headed to 20,000. Then that will give us a B wave that I'm looking for. Here would be the beat, the red beat. And then again, maybe a break to 9,600. Probably below that. Probably down to 9,000. Worst case, back here to support at 76.70, which was our last major Wyckoff buy signal on the run to 13.5. So, and again, then our last buy without the divergence was 10,002, around that area. So subscribe and like if you would. Join Discord. If you're in Discord, you get 20% off the cryptocurrency and Wyckoff course at Learn Crypto. Under the store tab, cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff. If you want to really learn more about what I'm doing, go there. $299. Again, if you're a Discord member, you get it down to $240. That's a watered down version of the $1,000 course at wyckoffsmi.com. I did not add anything to it. I just watered down Wyckoff's original course that in 1982 I paid $1,700 for it. And just to let everybody know, I had somebody on Twitter this morning laughing because I sell that course for installment plans. And I did that because in 1982, I didn't have a lot of money, student. My dad didn't want to spend $1,700 in 1982, but we did do the installment plan. So I think we paid $125 a month. So I'm going to make that available to somebody that might not have the money to spend $1,000. So, and also I gave students 50% discounts. So same type of thing. I'm trying to Wyckoff changed my life. So I own the Institute now, and I'm trying to help everybody out. So the hater on Twitter, he's just mad because he has no knowledge. So, but that's all I got. Appreciate it, crazy Greek freak. Right, the break to 8,000. I mean, I'm good at what we're doing. I think 3 weeks out, I'm pretty tough on that. Beyond that, I think it's anybody's guess. So don't hold me to the 8,000. I am pretty sure we've had a 6-month rally. We did top out at 14. We've got to correct that, and it's probably not corrected in a week. So that doesn't make any sense. That's why we got to have further correction. So we had the ABC down. I picked the low. We've had an ABC up. I'm long for that. Hopefully I'll pick some type of high here. And then we're going to get in cash, or we're going to get short a little bit, see what happens on the way down. So we're going to play it as we can, try to manage risk, and wherever it happens, it happens. So appreciate it, Neil. What up, Head Magister? Tell Erica I said hello, Rocky. So that's it. Once again, I'm going to play the outro on who is Wyckoff. There's articles. There's articles at Wyckoff SMI. Actually, there's articles. Let's go here and show it. Here showing Richard Wyckoff. Tighten the technical analysis. This was a few years back. Talks about Charles Dow. R.N. Elliott, which is Elliott Wave. Gann, which is Gann. Merrill, which started Merrill Lynch. And then Richard Wyckoff. Really brought volume into the equation, wave charts, point and figure, etc. So that's the deal there. And then also we got a click here. That takes you to Wyckoff SMI. Again, the Institute started by Wyckoff in 1931. I'm not only a hair club member, I own the company. And then the history, some people want to know the history of Wyckoff, saying, again, they said this morning that fake institute made up logos, etc. Here's the history of Wyckoff when Richard started. Began in 1880s, started the course, and it shows who took it over. Craig Schroeder was my teacher in 1982. Jim O'Brien took it over from him when Mr. Schroeder passed, and then I took it over from Jim O'Brien. So it's all right there, explains the whole history. And that's all under the store tab at cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff at learncrypto.io. Let me copy and paste that, and then I'm out of here. Done with self-promotion. So here's the outro. Stay in touch. Let's try to pick the high on Bitcoin up here in the next few days.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907 I created the Magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the Magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard E. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.